Continue Bill Pito, Monica McNutt, Julianne Vianney, and Alan Hahn. And Julianne got married. Congratulations.
Woohoo!
Based on your Instagram feed, it may have been the longest. That's how you wish.
I knew you were going to do that. I'm sorry.
May have been the longest honeymoon ever. Do you follow her on Instagram?
I work hard, and then you got to play hard. A couple weeks. Come on.
Let him know, Jules.
You know.
Congratulations. Good to see you. We haven't seen you since the summer.
Good to see you.
What are you doing? I mean, it's a honeymoon.
I
have the best time you possibly can have.
And then you work the rest of your life.
And then it turns into the grind where you just look at each other and go, hey, hey.
I want to talk about the NFL because I don't know that the news is not positive, but it's somewhat compelling. You got Daniel Jones. Giants going the wrong way. They lose to Detroit, but he played really well. And
they needed that.
Four
They needed
touchdowns,
him to look like that.
No interception, lost a fumble, but he's starting to,
which he does.
After a bad week, he really picked it up.
Yeah, Daniel Jones loses a fumble almost every game now. I mean, he needs
growing pains.
Velcro. But other than that, though, it was important that he looked good in that game because he had a couple of rough games. But this is where we are right now at football in New York with both teams. Offensive lines for both teams, especially the Jets, which we'll get to. But that game was, again, an indication of how incomplete the Giants are.
Their defense. What is wrong with this defense?
They're young.
The problem isn't Daniel Jones. It's the defense.
They don't have an edge rush. Now, they make the trade with the Jets. Can you believe this? You know, they make a trade with the Jets. Leonard Williams, who's going to be owed a lot of money, or at least he's going to be looking for a lot of money.
His deal's up. Yeah. That may be one of the reasons why the Jets...
He has underperformed as a Jet. Now, you wonder what are they going to do with him with the Giants? Are they going to use him in different ways that the Jets have that all of a sudden you might see what his potential... I mean, this guy was a number 3 overall pick in the draft. Like, he was a talent.
But he hasn't been, he's been okay.
No, as a Jet, he has never really shown what they thought they'd get in the draft.
But can't he help the defense at this point? The Giants need...
Yeah, they got to get somebody to get to the quarterback.
So let's hope he can help the defense at least.
Yeah.
Winning is hard. Winning is hard. I think that's the thing.
Is that a proverb? Is that your proverb?
That's my proverb for today. Winning is hard. Like, I mean, when we look at sports across the board, I mean, Daniel Jones is going to go through his growing pains, but if you had to count your blessings, like you have a quarterback in position, unlike some other teams in that conference that I'm very familiar with. So when we look at these things, winning is hard.
The Washington Redskins.
That'd be Washington.
God, it's rough.
You don't think Dwayne Haskins is your guy?
Oh, God, it's rough. Winning is hard.
By the way, that Williams trade for a couple of draft picks, first time the Giants and Jets have ever consummated a trade. Ever.
Unbelievable. That is absolutely amazing to think that they had finally pull off a trade, but it's something like this. And if you're the Jets, again, there's a lot of trepidation there because what if all of a sudden Leonard Williams starts becoming the player you thought he could be? But people question his motor. He's one of the best guys, by the way. I've interviewed him. I met him. Like, he's one of the best guys you'll ever meet. Great teammate. But it never seemed to click for him on the field. And once they drafted Quinnen Williams, it kind of felt like this was the end for Leonard Williams. Would they get a third-round pick?
A fifth.
And a fifth, right? I mean, that's decent. I mean, he was a number 3 overall. But at least you got some draft capital.
And now the Jets are paying for most of the rest of the season. Correct?
Yeah, but that's...
Right,
yeah,
and that doesn't matter.
And then they
re-up and probably...
You know, you look at what's going on with these franchises, there is not a single player on the Giants or the Jets that was picked in the 2015 draft.
It's amazing.
And all these teams and all these sports... And we talk about it a lot, the currency of hope, right? You know what?
I love that term.
The reality is drafting is such a gamble, and all of these teams in all of the sports seem to put so much credence in getting draft picks.
I disagree. Drafting is easy. Developing is hard.
So if you're a team that can develop the talent when these guys are young, you're going to do well.
Is drafting is easy?
Yeah, it's easy.
You just pick players.
You just pick players
but you gotta
that you think the scouting report tells you. The hard part is then fitting them and turning them into players. You guys don't just walk into your facility and are great. The rare ones walk in and are great. You've got to put them in a position to win. You've got to give them an environment to win. Young players, especially in the NBA, everybody's really young now. The league is extremely young. But in the NFL, you're seeing it as well. Look, did you see Jamal Adams after the game? He looked like he was broken. I've never lost like this in my career. Like, I don't know how to, he didn't know how to handle losing.
You're bringing up the Jets.
Now,
if Daniel Jones is going one way, is Sam Darnold going the other way?
No, well, he better go the other way because the offensive line can't protect him, so he should run the other way right now.
Well, he's made bad decisions.
Well, wait.
Okay, 8 sacks. I know he got picked off 3 times.
I brought this up a while back when Andrew Luck retired. I put out a tweet saying, don't let this happen to Sam Darnold, because it looks like it could be the same thing where he's got the toe injury, he's got the mono, he's protecting, he's got this, wearing this protection on him.
He's playing with fear.
That's exactly it. And he's not stepping into throws anymore, and it's messing him up. And the last thing you want to do now
What's the
is
solution
screw him up.
right now?
Tell you that
Get a
coaching
left
staff-
tackle that can actually stop somebody.
If
Let's
you're
begin
Adam
there.
Gase and you've made your name as a quarterback coach, now, I don't know. You had Peyton Manning.
No,
which is,
this is not on him.
You don't
This
think
is
it's-
on Joe Douglas, who has to build the offensive line, because his past 2 stops, Baltimore and also Philadelphia, that's what they did. If you don't have a foundation, you don't have a house. How do you build anything on no foundation? That offensive line is terrible. Really
Bell
bad.
only got 9 carries.
Again, what could you possibly do when the left tackle is a revolving door? Now, are they making the right adjustments to protect there, to give him more protection, to get another tight end in there? Are they making? That's the questions I think I have. Are they making the right in-game decisions to protect the quarterback and to get something out of this offense? It doesn't look like they're doing the right things.
All right, we
It
got.
better happen fast because the locker room, to me, seems like it's
We've
being
seen NFL
lost.
teams fire a coach in 1 year. It happened in Denver.
All right, we got the
Aye,
World
aye.
Series guys tomorrow night. What's wrong? You okay?
Poor Sam Darnold.
Yeah. No, I worry
Killing
about
it.
him.
I worry
do.
about it.
World Series could wrap up tomorrow night
about
if Houston
this?
wins. Now, you know what's amazing? You talk about
Monica's
Four-
struggling right now.
4 games on the road.
the poor Nats.
Yeah.
Poor Nats blow a 2-0 lead. They're down 3-2. But Justin Verlander, for all his greatness, he started for Houston, has never won a
That
World
part.
Series game. He's
Isn't
0-5 in his
incredible?
career in a World Series.
Verlander could be our Kershaw. Like, we always manage to work
First
it out
innings
against
have been
Kershaw.
really rough on him.
Tell you what, though, no matter what happens, he's still winning in life. But you honestly have a World Series where all the road teams have won every game. I asked the question,
Like that.
is this the only sport where home field, home ice, home court matters? Doesn't matter.
I don't
Usually
think-
you
I don't
feel like
think-
having
you know,
home field and
hey,
home court matters,
I think
but
the composition of the team
The
matters.
Bruins lost Game 7 in the Cup final at home last year.
Caps
The
won in
Blues.
Vegas.
well, I guess you know what? That's the pitching and goaltending can take the heart out of a home court.
Well, now we've argued
you know what?
on this desk that if the Clippers get into a situation where they don't have home court advantage, we trust that those guys can defend and defense
Defense
travels.
travels. Well
It
put.
does. It's the only thing
Another
that does
problem.
travel. It's true.